Well. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you all doing? Yeah, do forgive me for my time. I wanted to gather as many people as I could, and because today is a Q&A, today's a question and answer session. Is all going to be about you asking all the questions, and I'm going to do the best that I can to make sure that we answer every single one of them. Once again, if today's your first time you're coming here, my name is Emmanuel. Yes, Hops Global. Welcome to Hops Global. Yep. If today's your first time, please hit the like and subscribe button so that we get going. Okay. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's 16 days to the end of KYC and things are heating up. So if you haven't done your KYC, please do so now. If you are on the Pi network and you haven't been active in terms of making sure that you are clicking your mind button, please do so right now because there is no time and time is running out. I can see Bright Ando Mensa is on here. Hello Bright, the first to turn up. Yep, once again as usual, punctual with his mentor, so he says. Yes. So today is going to be a Q&A session. We're going to talk for 30 minutes. It's going to be for 30 minutes, and we are going to be focusing on you, okay? Because I realize there are a lot of questions that majority of pioneers have, and for that reason it is very imperative and very important that we make sure that all those questions are duly answered so that everybody is well and prepared. Once again, only 16 days to go for Mainnet. Ladies and gentlemen, likely Mainnet, or also but then for sure the end of KYC, that is for sure. So if today is your first time turning up, you're welcome. This is a wonderful community of hoppers. Yes, my channel is Hops Global, okay, where we talk about cryptocurrency, where we also talk about a whole lot of things, and also we talk about other trending issues in the crypto world, okay, which today I'm going to be talking a little bit about. Yes, thank you. So I can see in the house we have the likes. Let me give some shout outs to the faithful and concurrent, always keeping punctual subscribers of this channel who have been coming back to back, and I really appreciate you guys. You have no idea how much I rate you guys, and for sure once things stabilize and things keep going and growing, we are going to see a lot. Do share the link with other people so that they can also come here, and any question that any person have regarding the Pi network, please let them know, let them come, let them ask away, and we will be I'll be more than happy to answer you, especially with KYC ending in 16 days time. The Pi Network team are not joking. The Pi Network team are serious. The Pi Network team are here to make sure that Mainnet runs smoothly and runs perfectly. Absolutely. There have been the serious spikes in recent days on the node, okay, as you can see behind me on to my right. It might be onto your left or also to your right, but today we're going to be we're going to be answering questions that you have regarding the Pi network. That's why we are here. So without further ado, please do type your questions, okay? Please do type your questions in the message section, and I will see them and I'm going to attend to them as much as possible. So let's not forget, Pi Network is has a potential mainnet launch dates right about the same time as the ending of the KYC, which is very much close. Other than that, if it doesn't happen on that day, one thing is for sure, they're going to keep to their time that they stated, which is the ending of the first quarter of this year, which is going to be January, February, or March. So one of these. Now the likelihood of it being March can also be high because March is in quote, has the same resonance with the value of pi. Okay, mathematically pi is 3.14, so that being March 14th. Okay, now all these can be speculations. Once again, anything that I say here that regards financial or investment is not, this is not financial advice. Okay, just so let me put it out there. You do so at your own risk. Whatever investment that you do, go in with reasoning and make sure that you are making the right choices. Okay, I'm only here in, so to speak, as a guide, or to help direct you in the right direction, but the final decision for you to make is up to you. Today we have about 12 people viewing right now, with 8 of you who have been coming back to back, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for tuning up. So questions, and any questions that you have regarding the Pi network, anything that you don't understand, please put it in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to read it for you. Now, whilst we are waiting for more questions to come through, okay, please do share, like, comment, share for others to also see, share for others to be invited, share so that YouTube will broadcast our live session to majority of people, so that they can also come in and tune up and have a listen. I am going to share some few information on here, and then we will kick off. So whilst I'm waiting for the question, I'm going to be reading, giving a quick review of trending crypto news around the world, which you need to know. Obviously, we do know that Bitcoin at the moment is has a very strong move in terms of the value. Okay, now this information is coming from Decrypt. Okay, Decrypt is a very what do you call it, credible source of information when it comes to the crypto world. So it says Bitcoin reclaims $96,000 mark after hitting the lowest price since November. Now, what does this mean? Now, with the coming in of the likes of the United States president, who has a big turn to crypto, it goes to show you that 2025 stands at a very positive turn when it comes to crypto. Okay, the likes of celebrities or well-known individuals like Musk is something that also sends a clear cut, or lets you know why we are seeing a dramatic increase in Bitcoin's value. Okay, or it's uprising. Could it go above 150,000? Yeah, it's possible. So it says Bitcoin has reclaimed a $96,000 US dollars mark after a rough start to the week. At time of the publication, the leading cryptocurrency is trading at around 96,580 United States dollars. That means it's up by 5.8% in the past 24 hours. Okay, according to CoinGecko. Okay, according to CoinGecko data, it has been up by that much. So but let's not forget that the probability or the potential for Pi network, okay, coin to also make such strides is more than enough. Okay, it's more than enough. If you can see behind me, you can see the Pi network. You can see a huge spike somewhere there. Now this is an indication, or this is to let you know that as Mainnet is approaching, the activities on the network have really gone up exponentially. Okay, now this is good. This is really good, because it tells you that we are going to have a very active network, and it's going to be so active that there's going to be a lot of huge transactions that's going to be ongoing, and also there's going to be huge payments that are going to be made. Okay, and this is something that we need to be here for, and we need to keep a close watch on. Okay, now if you are in America and you're watching me, yeah, my heart goes out to all those who are currently battling the fires in America. It's not a nice thing. However, yeah, it has happened, and we can only do so. Now, there's other news also says that XRP demand builds on ETF optimism as Ethereum funds bleed 255 million. Now, this is very important news, okay? XRP, which we all know, yeah, XRP, which we all know, is currently battling some the SEC or the securities with regards to it being a security within the United States of America. As a result of that, all those holders of XRP currently are in a dilemma, not knowing whether to continue or whether the price is going to increase or is going to decrease. In that sense, per the information I'm reading on on Decrypt, or that's been provided by Decrypt, it says that XRP demands built on ETF optimism as Ethereum funds bleed 200. So the Ethereum funds are bleeding, obviously, because of what we call good. Keep the questions coming. I really appreciate that. Just keep all the questions coming, and I'll be more than happy to answer. Today is all about you guys. It's all about answering questions as much as I can, providing as much information for you so that you can be well updated, well informed, well prepared, and ready for Mainnet. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are right now in an enclosed mainnet, and we are kind of like safe. The moment mainnet opens, we are open for anything to come. So we all have to be on our guard. We all have to be ready, because in the crypto world, you all know it is a serious place, and the strongest get to be on the top, and the one who is doing more will be at the top. And I also bring you some very important news which tallies with the Pi network, and I think is going to bring a huge amount of thing for us, because this news regards or has to deal with the fact that there are some cryptocurrencies networks who are trying, as we speak, trying to come up with the likes of what we already have, which is the D apps, okay, which we already have. So our first question is in from Scott. Okay, Scott says, how many pi per validation? Good, Scott, a very good question. I believe I've responded to this question before. So at the moment, the amount of pi that you receive per validation has dropped from 1 pi coin down to about 0.02 pi coins. Okay, so from 1 pi coin to 0.02 pi coins. Now the reason being that there's a lot of validators out there as at now in comparison to when Pi Network started, okay, or when Pi Network started with the validation, because as at that time they needed validators to be on board. They needed people to come in and accept the task of spending some time of their quality time or hours to put in validation. Okay, and as time went on, the numbers of validators increased. Therefore, they couldn't still remain the same amount or same value in terms of the cost for validation, because now you have a huge pool of validators ready to go. So it's all about who gets it first. Okay, and that goes to show, if you're doing validation and you stop for a minute, let's say it's time for you to do a validation, and then you, for some reason or the other, stop, or you go away to do something else, there's no guarantee that by the time you come back, someone wouldn't have picked that already, even though you might have even seen it and you're about to proceed with it. But the long duration moves that validation to and the next potential person who is ready and waiting. So that answers your question. So right now, the pi that you receive per validation is less than 1 pi coin. Okay, it's somewhere 0.02 Pi coins. So I hope that answers your question. Keep the questions coming, ladies and gentlemen. I am here for you. I'm dedicating the whole day, not the whole day, but about 30 minutes to for you guys, so that we can get going. Don't forget, please share, subscribe this link to as many people as you can. The goal is to hit as much as we can, get the numbers going. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. Any other question that you have, please put it out there and let me answer it. So now back onto what I was saying. XRP demands build on ETFs, which is a good thing. Now XRP, the fact that XRP the demands is building up also indicates that it stands very well. Now the fact that Ethereum funds are bleeding at $255 million is also an indication that their fee or their transaction fee is being affected. And let's not forget, Ethereum only has one active utility of the network, which is contracts, using the Ethereum as a contract, okay, or forming contracts, which apart from that it doesn't really do much, but then it charges a lot of fees. Even with the new version that they've done, it still charges fees. So Usman Harun, so it will really help if you could tell us where you're coming, where you're watching us from. It will be really nice, just so everybody, so that we can know who is who is coming from. So Usman Harun, hello Usman, welcome, thank you for the question. It says people are saying the starting price for Pi would be $120 US. So that is speculation that is ongoing. Once again, there is no one who can give you a definite amount of Pi, okay, but based on the fact of its utility, the scarcity, and other factors on the Pi network, it can give you an estimate or give you an idea of how much it will be during mainnet. Okay, now let's not forget, and this is very important, I've noticed a lot of people have been saying, oh, come and buy Pi. Don't listen to that, please. Do not sell your Pi coins, and do not go and buy or sell any Pi coin. If you're doing something within the enclosed mainnet, fine, that's up to you, but make sure that you don't go buying or anything. Let's not forget, Pi network is not yet on mainnet, so any cryptocurrency or anyone who states that come and buy Pi, whether it's a platform, whether it's on social media, that look, the Pi network, even the one that is currently on other network, is not the real Pi coins. Okay, those are people who couldn't wait, and then they just created it. Like I said, the crypto space is brutal. The crypto space can be very volatile, so you need to be well abreast, be ready, be prepared to see all the, if you're going to sell your Pi coins after mainnet, you have to sell it at a reputable place where you have made all your checks and balances and make sure that everything is in check before you proceed. Don't just jump in. Okay, so Harun, for people saying that Pi will be somewhere around 120, I don't agree with it. It could be more. It could be more, based on the fact that its utility and other stuff are way higher in comparison to other networks or currently on. So it could be more than that. It could start from a little bit maybe lower than that, and then gradually just pick up from there. So you don't want to sell immediately, but you want to observe and then know when to jump in to make a purchase. If you're going to sell, don't just throw all your money in and just sell the whole Pi coins, because 5 years from now, 10 years from now, a couple of months from now, you never know where the value is going to hit, and you will be so sorry if you sold. Let's say it starts at a starting price of $1,000 or $1,700. Let's just say $2,000 per Pi coin, and you make up your mind and you sell all your Pi coins. Now 5 months or 6 months into it, you get to know that, okay, the value of Pi has literally shot up to, let's say, in and around let's say in and around 15,000 US dollars per Pi coin. That's, you have literally lost all your money, or you have lost a potential to make more money. So on Mainnet, don't rush in when you see, like I said, on Mainnet we are going to see an astronomical increase in the value at the very first beginning. It's going to shoot up as high as it can, but know one thing for sure: there are going to be people who are going to run around to try and sell it immediately, and that is going to bring it down a little bit. Don't fear, don't panic, don't fret. The most important thing is us focusing on what we are doing, and that is the network. And like I said, the Pi Network team have been watching my videos. I know that for sure, and that's when they made that immediate update to let people know. And especially the last time during some of my videos, I told you what the Pi Core team said to pioneers, they said to merchants, and also what they said to developers of the Pi network. So let's move on. So Osman says yes. Oh, I'm from Nigeria, Abuja. Happy to be here. Thank you so much for turning up. All Nigerian Pi network. Look, in Africa, I think Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa are one of the countries with the most Pi network interest, and especially Nigeria with over 400 million citizens, probably more than that. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting market, and I know they are very hardworking. And if majority of Nigerians jump onto the Pi network, they could use it for huge turnout for in terms of finance or financial freedom. So let's see, Tori White. Yeah, so Tori, where are you from? Would like to know. I know Michael Bassi is from Nigeria. Bright and Domensa is from Ghana. Yes, so we have Ghanaians, we have Nigerians. Let us know in the comment section. We have other people too who are watching, but have not come onto the chat session to let us know. Please don't be shy. We don't bite. Yes, we only advise, and we also help to people to understand, everybody to understand all about the Pi network. Okay, so far let's see how many minutes we are in. So we've done 22 minutes in. The aim is to hit somewhere about 30 minutes or 35, at most 40 minutes we should be done, not so that we don't lengthen it too much, but to let you know all the most important updates. So ladies and gentlemen, put in your questions now. Tori White says, how about Pi bonus for the early pioneers? I locked all my 3,000 Pi. Oh my goodness, really? Well, that's interesting. So I'm from Nigeria, Lagos. Okay, so Tori White is from Nigeria, Lagos. He says yes. He says that he okay. So Tori White said he locked up. I don't know if it's he or she, so correct me, Tori, please. The name is not straightforward. It could be a male or female. I'm not sure. So it says I locked up 3,000 Pi. So by saying you locked up 3,000 Pi, is it 3,000 Pi of your own Pi, or 3,000 Pi based on the bonus that you've received as a result of engaging in the Pi utilities, or you being on or you bringing in more contributors to your referral? So let me know, if you could clarify for me, Tori, what question exactly that you're talking about. Now we have Meh, where are you from? We'd like to know where you're from. So it says, I'm trying to understand the GCV thing. It said it will be launched at the price of 314,159, which is not logical at all. Okay, very good question, man. So yeah, so the GCV is something which has been agreed upon. Okay, that has been agreed upon, and a lot of people are making speculations of it, that the value will be at 314,159. Now, like I said, when it comes to the Pi network, anything is possible. Anything is possible based on the fact that the utilities and it ticking all the boxes. Okay. In comparison to other networks, it places Pi networks very high. Now, my personal opinion is at the value of 314,159, that is a really huge amount of money, especially with the amount of Pi coins that we have available, okay, in the in around, okay. Based on that, so for us to hit such figures, there has to be severe scarcity, like serious scarcity. It should be super hard to get your hands on Pi coins. Okay, now at the moment there's no Pi coins in circulation, okay, because we've not yet gone on mainnet. However, what based off of what Nicholas, the developer of the Pi network, said, he said, and I state emphatically based on what he said, that the Pi coin value will be what the pioneers make of it. Okay, so it is us, the pioneers, who are going to determine the value. Specifically, the Pi network team have done their bit of coming up with Pi D apps, coming up with very logical and coming up with so many things to help place the Pi network team at the very helm of affairs. Okay, if today is your first time coming on here, my name is Emmanuel. Please do like, share, subscribe, and let's get this going, because we need to hit all those figures, and we need to hit them real quick and good. 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. Keep sharing the link. I'm over here sharing as much as I can for people to get their hands on this, so that we can all come on here. Keep the questions coming. Yeah, so regarding that GCV, it is kind of like an agreed amount. Okay, now as to it even coming into fruition at mainnet launch, it is really highly unlikely, because you see, the reason why I'm saying it's highly unlikely is because we are starting. Okay, the mainnet is literally opening now. Once the mainnet opens, we have the likes of the Pi D apps, or the Pi developers who have developed these apps. So these apps have to be really active for the value to start shooting up. You understand? There has to be transactions in and out of on the Pi network, and there has to be scarcity in acquisition of it. Now, when you look at Bitcoin, one thing that made Bitcoin, or has made Bitcoin successful over the years, because we have, not because of its utility, Bitcoin doesn't do anything for anyone, but the fact that its adoption has been widely accepted. Okay, now there was a chart where it showed different countries and how much they have in terms of the accumulation of the Bitcoin, and you could see that from countries to companies to individuals to prominent people, all these people have bought Bitcoin to a certain amount. Some have 25,000 Bitcoin as a country, some have so many of these. So we need to be able to place ourselves in such manner as a network. Okay, so if the PiCore team is watching me, I really appreciate what you guys did regarding informing the pioneers and informing the merchant and informing the developers. So the most important thing, these three things are going to be very key for the Pi value to reach somewhere around 314,159. Okay, that's number one. The pioneers, the activity of pioneers on the network is going to count. Okay, with the transaction and the blockchain being very active, is going to help. Other people who are not on the network and who are just about coming into the space of cryptocurrency and are looking to buy the coin and sell it when it goes up, those people are also going to be a key factor, because they're going to buy lots, and when they buy more, the scarcity is going to be driven, and based on that algorithm, the value is going to go up and up and up. Okay, now that is one thing. Now the next people are the merchants. Now the merchants play a very key role, and I place them high above even the pioneers. Okay, however, the pioneers are the ones that are going to make purchases of whatever the merchants are doing. But the merchants, like shop owners, commercial owners, local shop owners in, let's say, Nigeria, in Ghana, in South Africa, local owners in Asia, you're talking about Japan, South Korea, China, all these other places that have a huge user base of the Pi network, are going to be very key when it comes to its adoption, and also when it comes to how much value that we're going to get from the Pi network. And then the very last are the developers. The developers' ability to polish their apps, the developers' ability to make their apps safe and conducive, the kind of data that they receive, the clarification of what they are going to use the data for, how long they are going to store the data, and what they are going to do with those data after a specific period. The conformity of Pi network apps, or Pi network rules and regulations and activities regarding international organizations like the European Union and other things are all going to show its ability for its adoption to be, whether it's going to go up or go down. All these things are key factors that are going to affect the price, and that is something that we as pioneers will have to be able to work on. We have to patronize, not just patronize, but also look or seek to place avenues where you are also going to earn as you are patronizing. Okay, good to see you, Obon Abesi Query. Yes, it's good to see you. Obon is here from Nigeria. Yes, Obon has been a very active member, and I really appreciate it. Everybody who is here has been active. If today is your first time, please hit the subscribe button. I have a account here where I'm looking at it. We are right now at 1,167. Come on, I know we can do more. We got 40 people on here. If you've not subscribed, come on, hit the like button, subscribe, and let's get the count going. So the count is literally shooting up. Let's go 1,167. I know we can do more, and we are aiming for over 10,000 and above. Okay, so to answer the question of Mayor, yeah, that's what I said. $314,159 is a huge feat for the Pi value at Mainnet. Okay, let me make that statement very clear. At Mainnet, that doesn't mean that it's after Mainnet it doesn't have that potential to hit that figure. Okay, if we have majority of pioneers coming in, making the purchases, buying things, the developers developing very good apps, very intuitive apps, at paying attention to all these things, are going to help to shoot the value up. Merchants, local people, the lady that sells some ordinary food on the streets of Ghana, or sells in the market, or a car dealership, or the likes of all that, who are going to embark on this, are going to help to make the value stand out. And once again, once the value starts going up, it's going to draw attention of the crypto space. News agencies are going to be talking about it. People are going to be wanting to know about it. All the pioneers whom you invited as your referral link, and for one reason or the other didn't pay much attention and didn't think much about it, will now start paying attention, although it'll be too late. But now they'll only be coming in to buy, because you can't do KYC from that time onwards. Okay, maybe the Pi Network team, if you're hearing me, I'm sure maybe they might come up with another means to keep the credibility in terms of verifying people up and up, because the likes of organizations like European Union and the SEC in America, they are going to be targeting or looking at how secure it is as a means of getting investment, or as an investable venture. And this is something that's going to really impact the value of it. Okay, now, so Mayor says, even if it's launched at the price, I read an article, it said that the maximum swap limit per month is 0.8 Pi. And let's say I have 100 Pi, I would still need 10 years just to take all the Pi out, which is the same concept as lock up our Pi. Yeah, so like I said, I'm pretty sure even after Mainnet, the Pi core team will still be chasing up on matters regarding lockup. Lockup will still be something which will still be there, because we need to a means of toning down on the amount of circulating Pi coins, so that the value can go up and up and up. So and like I said, I don't think most people even have 10,000 Pi coins that have been migrated to their wallet yet. There can be the possibility, especially for early adopters and early pioneers, it's more than possible that they have accumulated that much Pi coins into their wallet. But even if the value is hitting at good numbers, like I said, there is no need. Just take what you need for the moment. Don't just take everything, because if the value still shoots up, and like I said, if with the likes of big giants like Amazon, Temu, Mr. Max, and other reputable countries and even companies coming on board, they will be coming in to make huge purchases. Let's not forget the likes of El Salvador. It's a country which is very, very much interested in the Pi coins and in Bitcoin, and potentially hopefully will be interested also in the Pi coins, and also so once they adapt all these things, it's gonna make a big massive difference. So let's go. Oban says, I'm Oban from Nigeria. I have some 877 Pi coins, not yet migrated. Okay. Mined since 2019. My prayer is that the listing price of Pi will not be lower than $50. I intend to sell only a quarter of my Pi. Yes, so Oman, it's a good thing to sell just a quarter of it. However, my take is, even if Pi coin starts at even 25, or let's say even that 50 USD, okay, I think it's still a good feat. Okay, that's the thing, let's not raise the bar so high, okay, that if it falls anywhere below that mark that we are looking at, we will be disappointed. No, the whole thing is the longevity of the network. The longevity of the network and its activity is going to get us to that value which we are seeking and which we are looking for. That's why Sir Nicholas in the Pi main core team said the value of Pi is going to be determined not just by way of speculation, which also counts because it helps with adoption, but the most important one is the fact that we need to have an active and running network, okay, which is given back to back in terms of the pioneers being mainnet users, node users, being super users, being patronizers of the PyD apps and utilities, so that the value of the transaction or the value of the coin is going to go up. If Pi Network goes above the value of Ethereum in terms of its credibility, in terms of the transaction fee, in terms of its transaction numbers, all these things are going to help, and it will help to stabilize the currency to a certain degree. Let's not forget there are about 1 billion Pi coins that have been placed as a liquidity pool. Now that talks volumes. With the apps, the Pi core team have announced or have informed on their official page in Instagram that developers need to work on their apps. Okay, now some of the apps that I showed you, which I did the first 10 Pi apps, PyD apps, which have been released. Okay, the first 20, and I did 10 of them. I'll do 10 again in subsequent coming days. Yeah, so we need to work on those things. Okay, if today's your first time coming here, please share, like, and please subscribe. We are watching today. Let's try and hit 2,000. Yeah, so right now we're sitting at 1,167. Okay, share this with your friends, with every other person that needs to hear this. Is very important. So back to what I was saying, it is up to the Pi developers. Okay, if you're a developer and you're listening to me and you're a Pi network, please, let's get your team together. We only have 16 days for the main for the KYC to come to an end. 16 days. That is literally 2 weeks, 1 day. No, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 days. About 2 weeks, 2 days, or 2 weeks, 3 days. One of them. But the most important thing is we don't have time. We don't have time. Okay, so the earlier we get running, the better. Okay, the better our chances of standing out. And the other news which I've been looking for it. I read it in the morning. So it had to do with one of the cryptocurrencies that I've just started, looking to get their legs or their feet up there by now, trying to put in money to get D apps ready. And I'm like, this is what Pi Network already have. We already have this. We have at least 6 D apps that are that the network itself have created. The likes of the KYC app, the likes of the ecosystem, the likes of the profile, and all these. They are all D apps. The more you engage them, the more you earn Pi bonuses on them. Okay. Now, as to the amount, I'm not sure, but in comparison to what I did, what I got from the Pi Network, that was about for the year 2024, I received 20.23 Pi coins based on my activity just on the network apps, okay, or on the utility apps, or my engagement with the apps on the utility apps. So this is the most important thing. There are some people, they only come in, the mine, and that's it. They just leave it for the rest of the day. It's fine, but you could do more by checking, reading, go into your own Pi Network app, look around, see what's possible. Look at some of the Pi D apps and look at what you can do when mainnet comes to be able to maximize what you are going to earn. Okay, and after mainnet, don't just look at just selling your Pi coins and then moving away, but look at the possibility of you being an active user and an active member of the network so that you can gain more. Okay, and the more you gain, the more that financial freedom goal that you're looking for can be achieved, because you'll be involved. You can involve your business. So, and before you know it, it's going to move over all over the place. The likes of Pi Map or Mind Pi, these things are really good, because then you're able to see with that app, you'll be able to see every single person who is, whether it's the person is in the UK, Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Asia, Macedonia, America, wherever it is, who are interested, or who are ready and accepting the Pi network as a means of payment, okay, or as a means of transaction. This is unprecedented because it has never happened in all of crypto. There's no single cryptocurrency or network which have that capability to do that. None of them, not even a single one of them, have the ability in the network to allocate or to show its users and where people or its users can go and make purchases of goods and services with that cryptocurrency. This is going to change. Pinnacle will change the whole landscape totally. And the likes of Bitcoin doesn't even hold a light to it. It cannot, because it's too big, and you and I will be the ones to make that change come to fruition. So Obon, I say let's be optimistic, okay? Let's be optimistic. Even at a starting price of $50, it's a good thing, because look, none of us paid any single money to achieve our Pi coin. So if the value comes through, let's appreciate it. Let's look at the possibilities of it. And like I said, unless you are pressed and you need to change the money immediately for something very urgent, agreed, go ahead with it, but always leave some behind for when the value goes that high, okay? Because don't forget, you selling, is somebody's going to buy, that's for sure, okay? Now, Udon says it would be very disappointing if the listing price of Pi is so low that pioneers wouldn't have the advantage of early adoption. Well, I think they still do. They still do. You know, the advantage of early adoption is still great, because early adopters who adopted it very early, literally, and have been consistent and have secured their Pi coins. Literally, you have that Pi coin sitting down and waiting, and I think it's not time wasted. But I think it is it adds up to a lot that you have gained. Okay, we have 61 people who are viewing this. Okay, 61 viewers. Concurrent ones are 19 at the moment. Please keep your questions coming on the chat section. I'm going to be reading them all and answering as much as I can. We are about 44 minutes in. Wow, time flies when you're having fun, or when the information is running. Yes, everything is information. And my target, let me see, is right now 12:16. I will hope to end this by, let's say, 12 12:30. Okay, 12:30. So this is GMT. So keep sharing, keep liking, keep commenting, put in all your questions, and then we will answer. I'll answer them as much as I can. Now Tori also says the 3,000 pi is total. Okay, so the 3,000 pi coin that you spoke of is your total pi of what have been mining. Okay, good question, a good point. So meaning the 3,000 pi coin that you're talking about, this is the pi coins that you and other your referral team have mined. Okay, if my understanding is correct. Okay, so that means that the amount that you yourself have mined obviously will be a bit lower than this figure. So it was just asking if we will be giving bonus before the mainnet. If not, I guess I go just they look, they smile as pi they boom. Good. That's a good question, Tori. So let me explain it to you this way, okay? And this is it's a bit sad in this manner, but it is what it is. Now, let me use Tori's example. So Tori has been mining with this referral team for 3,000 pi coins mined. Good. Now, out of this 3,000 pi coin that he has mined over this period, okay, let's say suppose your amount that you've mined is somewhere within 800, 900 thereabout. Okay, now per the instructions of the pi core team, they said, and this is in relation to even the KYC deadline, which is ongoing right now, that anyone who has mined pi coins with a referral team, if your referral group does not come to do the KYC, okay, the amount of pi coin that you and them have mined pertaining to or tantamount to, as a result of them passing their KYC, you getting that section of that pi coin for yourself, if they don't do it, that amount of pi coin that they helped you to mine with them will be lost. It will be lost. Okay, you will only get the pi coin that you yourself mined, and that will be it. That is why they have been stressing on the fact that please, everybody, inform your team or inform your those who are under you to come in and pass their KYC. So unfortunately, out of that 3,000, I honestly think that probably you only get a bit as a small portion of it. Okay, you only get a small portion of it, and this is a sad fact. But once again, that will be pi coins, not that lost as in is gone, but because they have not assessed it, it will kind of like be there. It's like somebody having Bitcoin and then suddenly losing Bitcoin. If they lose that Bitcoin, if they lose a device which has the Bitcoin, that Bitcoin is still around, it's still in circulation, it's still there. However, it's inactive. It's inactive. It has not been activated, and because of that, we count it as lost. Okay, we count it as pi that has been lost, and it's a shame. But it goes to tell you the extent that some people have regarding their network or that. A lot of people laugh about it. Oh, I don't believe that. I'm like, well, look at it on the bright side. You are not putting any money in it. You understand? You're not putting any money in it. So if the time has come for you to make sure that you get your leg first into the crypto space regarding the Pi network, why not? So you and I will be the ones who will be having a good smile and having a good laugh on when mainnet comes. Okay, so unfortunately, Tori, I'm sorry to say, but I think you probably will. The fact that you are looking to lock up like 3,000. I don't think that 3,000, unless that money has been allocated already to you. If not, Okay, no worries. So, Bright and yes, so Bright, I've seen your message. What I'll do is I'll message you. Okay, my an email, and you can message me there, and we can discuss it offline if that's fine with you. Don't worry about it. Everything. Yeah. So Tori is really not happy. So Tori says, well, that's yeah, referrals, they didn't turn up. 2,700 is migrated already. Oh, good. So you've already secured yourself 2,700. Is that what you're saying? If you've been able to migrate 2,700 already to your wallet, that is a massive boost. That is good. That's really good. That is really meaning that some of your referrals have passed their KYC, and that's good news. And you should be happy with that. Okay, you should be happy with it. 2,700 Pi coins is not a small money. That's not small money. Okay, so Matt says, let's see what to say. Okay, so Tori is a he, not a she. Good. All right, good for that clarification, Tori. So Matt said, do you think they will continue the IOE chart when open net, when open mainnet, or they will start a new chart with new values? Absolutely, good question, very good question, Mayor. I really appreciate that question. So I think there will be an update of the new projection of Pi network as a network. Okay, once they hit that, once mainnet comes in, because a lot of milestones have been already ticked already on the network regarding the because we've had a huge change or transformation of the network over the years, and we've ticked a lot of milestones. Now the other projection, I'm pretty sure the core team will be they're going to increase in the size, because they need to increase in the size. Because there's going to be a lot of transactions. New information has to come out in terms of the amount that the Pi node users are going to receive, the amount of Pi coins which are going to be allocated to super node users. Okay, now all these things are going to come into play, because you're going to have pioneers going into node. They are going to have those that are going in as super nodes, and then we're also going to have those that are going to go into merchant. Now let's not forget, all these things are going to bring in transactions. It's going to bring in a lot of traffic. Okay, it's going to bring in a lot of traffic on the network. Okay, and like I showed you on my screen. Okay, like I showed you on my screen as a Pi node user. Okay, let me just place it. I'll show you guys real quick. Yeah, so if you see behind me, okay, you could see it has literally just gone like it's like in the sleep mode, but it's still active and working. I'll try and get it to start. So even though it looks blank and stuff like that, but it's still active and working the numbers. Now in the couple of days, there have been a huge spikes, which I assume is due to the fact that mainnet is fast approaching and things are changing. Okay, over, and it's going to be increase more. It's going to be increase more as the days get closer and closer and closer, and we're going to see a huge activity on the network when that happens. Now I'll quickly, so we have about 5 minutes to go. Let me quickly run through. I might go a little bit above that 30 mark, but I will make sure within at least at most 10 minutes we'll be done and everybody can go. And so Felix says, how does one become a Pi node user? Very good. I think, Felix, you've been asking me this question for a while. All right, so I'll quickly explain real quick. Now, to be a Pi node user, there are some criteria that you need to meet, okay, before the Pi core team give you the validation to be a Pi node user. Okay, it is something that has to be given. So first of all, you need to have done all your checklists. Make sure that all your checklists are in green. and smashing and everything is done, that's the first requirement. Okay, now the other requirement, it has to be more of technical. You need very good PCs, very computer with good enough memory, good enough speed. I tried setting up my Pi node on my laptop, okay, the one that I'm having a conversation with you guys on, but I found out that using the desktop was way much better and easier. And even though the Pi network worked on a proof of stake platform or ledger, when it comes to some of these things, because Pi network is a big huge network, we need something. It doesn't take much memory, doesn't take much CPU data, which I absolutely love about that, because you can be doing your, so as you can see, you can be working on your other projects or other things that you are doing and still see your Docker actively running, as you can see behind me. So this is I've left this for, I switched it off for a while. Yeah, so you can see I'm going to try and enlarge this. Okay, one of these days I'm going to make a very in-depth report on the Pi node and its activity as it shows. So you can see this blue section, you can see activity, a huge amount of activity going on right now as we are talking, right from 11:49 to 11:56. there are activity. The orange bit that you can see, let me see if I can, yeah, probably you can't maybe zoom in closer, but I'll make a special listen. But for now, there are some orange bits. Okay, so it's divided into 4 sections. You have the CPU usage, you have the memory usage, you have the disk read, and you have your network IO. Now the network IO tells you how much data is coming into the node, and then the orange bit tells you how much data has been processed as a result of data being received. So the data comes in, the processing is done, and then it sends it out to other node users. So let's say a transaction is coming in, the processing has been done using just as minimal as possible, and then that is also further sent to other node users for confirmation and other stuff, and then the network runs. Okay, and network now over the few months or a couple of months that I started as a node user, I have noticed that there is a huge amount of data being sent than data being received. So initially it starts as a huge data being received, especially if you wake up in the morning and you switch your PC on, you are going to have a huge amount of data coming in. But because the amount of data or the ledger being run as a proof of stake does not require that much of GPU and other stuff, it processes it real quick, very fast, boom. Then you're going to see immediately in about 5 minutes or less than that, you see a dramatic change. Now the amount of data being sent increases more than the one that have been received, which goes to show in terms of speed of transaction on the network is really high. Hit that like, subscribe button, hit the love button, the like button, and let's get this going. Okay, so yeah, so that is so first of all, you need to have that in place. Once you are approved, and then you'll be shown, or you'll be given a code where you link it with your Pi app. Okay, so it link the code with your Pi app as you install a Pi app on your PC or laptop or whichever machine that you use. And then you go to the bit where you have to download the Docker system or a Docker app, and then based on that one, you'll be able to input in. So Docker is going to sync with your Pi network settings. Sometimes there are issues. So if there are issues, that technically means your PC or your laptop doesn't have the capability or the requirements to meet up with the docking system which it requires. Because if your laptop is using majority of your memory, then it's not going to really work. So you need a higher memory. Your stacks has to be a bit higher, at least optimum or slightly above normal, to be able to position yourself to continue helping the system as a node user. Super node users use serious amount of huge machinery. There are super node users, but I think majority of them are in the Asian section of the Pi network team. which I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is the Pi Network team. The Pi Network is topping or climbing in the first top 10 and eventually first top 5 Picoin cryptocurrencies in the world, and then eventually it's going to be a serious competitor to Bitcoin, which it's in the coming days it will be. So yes, so it's 12:31, ladies and gentlemen, and my time is almost up. I'll quickly run through this and I will get to you. So Bright says, hello sir, I have a serious problem. Yeah, so I've read that. Bright, don't worry about it, I will message you and then we'll talk. Tori White says, okay, so we talked about, oh, I have GH Gossip. Oh, my good friend GH Gossip is in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, when you get a chance, please do subscribe to his channel. Is GH Gossip on YouTube, and he's a very good gentleman who has helped me a lot. So this one says, I just want the whole 3,000. No, Tori, don't be greedy, come on. It's nice to have all of it, but you can't force your referrals to do what they don't want to do. You know, they might have their own lives and stuff, so just do bear with them. Okay, do bear with them. It's something that this thing will eventually get there. Just a minute, let me just message real quick. 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. So do share and subscribe to this channel. Yet we have 86 people on who are literally listening, and we have concurrent viewers being 23 and 24 and increasing. So I'm still gonna run through. So Clement Simon, let me see if Clement messaged me before. So Futurelix, I've answered your question. Richard Alumia says hello. Hello Richard, yeah, we are here for it. Just a minute, 1 minute. So yes, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Based on your research, what is the most based on your research, what is the most logic way in your opinion that Pi will be valued at during the open mainnet? Yeah, so based on what I've seen or what I've researched so far on mainnet, like I said, the main thing that which is going to come in with the value will not be based on just the utilities, okay, but the main thing will be based on scarcity. Is the scarcity, because that's the number one thing that's going to be available. Now the huge liquidity pool that is there can also contribute, okay, to the value, because if you have 1 billion of the coin and it's already locked up as in a liquidity pool, that means it limits the available quantity or in total. Okay, it limits the available quantity in total. So this is something that's very important. So based on that, I think these are the things that's going to affect the Pi value on mainnet. Okay, and then as time goes on, or after mainnet, then the utilities being used will start gradually affecting the network, whether positively or negatively. That bit is going to be dependent on me, on you, on any other person who is in the who is on the network, and how much we are using the network. Yes, so guys, thank you for subscribing to GH Gossip. I really appreciate it. Let's go all out as you are helping me. Let's push gentleman. He's a great guy, really great guy. He has been pushing for more subscribers for me on his channel, and I really appreciate him. Go there, subscribe, like, share, comment. He provides up-to-date news in regards to anything that's going on within Ghana, Africa, just for the overall general boost of things. Okay, we are about 89 people on here. Oh my goodness, that is great. So keep it coming. I'll quickly finish up. I'm almost there. About 2-3 minutes to go, and then I will be out. So GH Gossip says, good job bro, thank you, bravo, thank you so much, we keep building gradually. Felix said, is it too late to become a Node user? No, not at all. It is never too late to become a Node user. Never. We haven't even started FutureLeaks. Every person who is here can be you can all be Node users. Besides, and in fact, we are all going to need everybody who can be a Node user to be a Node user. Okay, if you have the capacity, it's not everybody who has access to their PC running maybe for a day or 2 or 3 days. But then Pi Network team just made the statement that any amount of time that you can get, it will be rewarded. Okay, it will be rewarded. So any amount, if you can put it on for like a couple of hours and then you go and do your business and come back and switch your PC off and then go to sleep, or if you can and you have the energy and everything to do, you can leave it on for a day or 2, let it run for a day or 2, and then you can switch it off. Don't forget, once you switch yours off, another person picks up of wherever you took off from. So it's not just one person, but it's all around. It's a global thing. Okay, it's a global thing for the success of the network. Bryce said, I just checked my brother's Pi account and I saw that the confirmed Pi wallet address does not match the one his Pi has been migrated to, leaving him a 0 Pi in his mainnet. What might be the problem? See, that's the thing. The problem is there are some people who are creating new Pi wallets. Don't do that. So your wallet address has to conform with the address that you are placing in or you are providing for the Pi network team to migrate your Pi wallet, your Pi coins to. Okay, so it's almost like a send and receive. You can't send a Bluetooth device file to another Bluetooth device when both of them are not in conformity or are not agreeing on each other. So if you're going to send coins from point A to point B, make sure the address is the same as in the wallet. Okay, if it's different, then the migrated Pi coin is going to go to the wallet. It always goes to the wallet that you provide to the Pi network team. So that is something we need to look at. Only provide it to the one that you need it to go to. Okay, and always double check your address. Double, triple, quadruple check. Make sure you are sending it to the right person, or you might send it to the wrong person, and that's it. That person will forever thank you, but you will be at a loss. Kenneth Williams. Oh, Kenneth is from America. I know that he's been active here on here. Good morning, Kenneth. I'm almost done with my time here, ladies and gentlemen. Ubon again says, on a final opinion, your take on the listing price of Pi. Yes, so Ubon, I strongly believe that my take on the Pi network starting price, based on scarcity, based on liquidity pool amount that's available at the moment, based on I don't know about the initial amount of funds which if the Pi core team are going to input in, but I do know that we do have quite a good amount of money. So my take is between like I said, 50 USD all the way up to 300 thereabouts. It could climb a bit more, but I don't want to raise the hashtags too high, okay, above reality. Okay, but like I said, it's going to start very gradual and then it will start shooting really up and going. And listing exchanges are going to come in to try and claim some too, and then we'll see how that goes. So GH goes to say, guys, thanks for the subscription. So he's already thanking you, so thank you guys for subscribing. So today, this brings us to the end of today's live Q&A on the Pi network team. I really appreciate everyone who turned up in to listen, and this is just the beginning. We have 16 days to go, so please, if you've not done your KYC, do it. Thank you all for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe for me. Do subscribe. Put in all the subscription. Let it all go viral. Let's share this message. And like I said, today this is going live straight up. I'm making it public for anyone, every other person to be able to see it if they want to. Once you finish here, I would really appreciate it if you can share it, okay, or at least watch the full video so we can up our watch time. For everyone who is here, Kenneth, Udon, GH Gossip, Mayor, Tori, Clement, Bright, Richard, Yeah, every other person who turned up, Scott, Michael Bassi, and Usman Harun. Thank you so much for your contribution on the chat section. I really appreciate it. You guys are keeping me moving. We have 99 views on here and with 17 concurrent viewers, and the chat was flooding. Thank you so much. Any other question which you might not have thought of, please put it in the comment section and I'll reply to you. Thank you so much for coming and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.